Hey guys, my name is Ryan Aiken and I'm the Missions Director at McEachern UMC. I'm standing here inside Tapp Middle School to tell you about an opportunity that we have to create a bridge from McEachern UMC right here into this school. It's a program called Teach One to Lead One, where we have access to over 300 plus 7th graders in this class, and we've been blessed with the opportunity to develop a relationship with them over the course of this semester for 1 hour, 1 week, for 13 weeks, each week this semester. We're so excited about this program, and following is going to be a couple testimonies as to why you may want to consider joining. We hope you'll consider joining with us this semester.
My name is Megan Foley, and I'm a 7th grade social studies teacher at Tapp Middle School. I loved having Teach One to Lead One with our students this year. As a teacher, Teach One to Lead One is teaching all the things I think we wish that we had time to teach in class, those character building things that are more important than anything else, in my opinion, that they're learning. But we only have 40 minutes to try to teach all the social studies we possibly can, so to have this dedicated time for them to be able to focus on things that are going to make them the best people they can be, I think is invaluable for them. So I loved having Teach One to Lead One.
Could you say if there was a change that you saw in your students throughout the school year as they had received the Teach One to Lead One program?
By the time Teach One to Lead One got to us last year, I think our kids, at least my kids in my home, were really struggling with the things that Teach One to Lead One was. They really needed that specialized instruction in those things, and I did notice a change, and I think it was meaningful to them. And the mentors were the biggest part of that, because I think we have a certain relationship with our students. It's almost like motherly for them, and here were these people who were a little bit different, had a little bit different of a role, and it wasn't the same person who talks to them every single day. So that really helped and caught their attention, and especially we were so lucky because the mentors we had in our class were just phenomenal, and our kids loved them and looked forward to being able to see them. And if they were struggling with something that particular week, I would pull Pastor Tony and say, hey, if we could work on this, that would be great. And he was like, no problem. And so it was great. So it was definitely, I thought it was very helpful.
What would you say to adults who at our church who are thinking of mentoring, or they're afraid of the time commitment, or they're afraid they're not going to be effective? What would you say to them?
There is no way that you're not going to be effective for those students. They need this so much. Like I said, I think it's probably the most important thing. I used to tell Pastor Tony that every week. You are the most important part of their week. So I would tell anybody who's interested, you are the most important part of these students' week. And especially at our school, we have so many kids who live in crisis situations and stuff like that need stability, that aren't getting those lessons at home, that I think sometimes we just assume all kids get, and our kids don't always get that, don't always know it to, a lot of them have anger issues that don't play out necessarily in an aggressive way, but that they really struggle with, and Teach One to Lead One gave them opportunities to evaluate those situations in different ways. And I thought it was great. And it also, at a lot of times Pastor Tony would invite them to, I think that opens up their spiritual life. When you're invited, sometimes you don't feel like you are invited, and he would do that. So it's invaluable. I think that's what an amazing sacrifice of time and talent and treasure that those people make, but it's worth it.
Thank you. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Michelle Johnson. I'm the 7th grade ELA gifted teacher at Tapp Middle School. I enjoyed Teach One Lead One this year because it gave my students an opportunity to open up, to become themselves, to look at life from a different lens, to reevaluate their priorities, to reevaluate their morals, their values, their ethics, and the way they view life. I enjoyed it because I saw different results from my students. They opened up, they became more intuitive, they became more sensitive and empathetic with one another.
Would you say that there was a certain student or a certain story you could share anonymously about maybe a student that made a change over the semester?
There were several students that made changes over the semester. I saw students reach out and help one another that I hadn't seen before. I saw students become more accepting and sympathetic to other students' situations and causes. They became less critical of one another. It became more of a family environment instead of just we're here to go to school because our parents sent us here. We really don't want to be here. We don't know what you expect us to learn. It became more open.
And what would you say to someone who is considering becoming a mentor, to join the Teach One to Lead One as an adult mentor? What would you say to those people?
It's very rewarding. It's very rewarding. I would encourage anyone to do it.
Right.
Definitely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, we're here with Miss Sheena Manning, who is the Tapp School Counselor. And Sheena, I'd like you just to tell us about what has our partnership with McEachern United Methodist meant to you personally here as a counselor at Tapp.
Thank you so much. As a counselor here at Tapp Middle School, your support, and as well as the McEachern Church's support has meant so much to us. It actually has supported everything that I've done with the students here. We have a lot of families here, a lot of wonderful families with a lot of diversified needs. And I know that I definitely could not do the job that I do as a counselor without your support. It has meant a lot, and it has supported all of our academic, our personal, social, those emotional type, areas where students need to be touched. So McEachern's church has just touched those areas and given hope to our students.
Now, particularly the Teach One to Lead One
Yes.
mentoring program. Tell us,
Wonderful program.
maybe there's a story of a student you've thought of who went through the program, and how did that benefit?
Well, I would like to say the Teach One to Lead One has made a significant impact over, upon all of our students, not just one, but in particularly we have had, students who have came back to say, wow, I was thinking negatively about myself, or I didn't think I could do it, or I had the courage to do something. But through that program, I learned, how to make friends. I learned how to share things that were going on in my life, and that I could be the best person, that God created me to be. So it's just a great partnership and a great program. So having students on every grade level, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and also parents to say, this program really works, I tell you that it does. It does.
Wonderful. All right, so what would you say to members of our church that are looking at partnering to be a Teach One to Lead One mentor? What would you say to them?
I would like to say that your support means a lot to our students and our staff, all stakeholders here at Tapp Middle School. Of just 1 hour per week, it definitely makes the difference. So please look at your calendars, your schedules, and see what ways that you could support the students and families at Tapp Middle School. We greatly appreciate those who have served us in the past, and we want to continue to advocate for your support, because it takes a village, or can we say a community, to raise responsible adults for the future.
So it's in these classrooms that we're going to get a chance to invite you to help us teach the kids and mentor the kids in a biblically produced curriculum that's teaching them universal principles that for 1 hour a week, once a week, for 13 weeks this semester, you're going to come in with a group. It won't be by yourself. And you'll get to join us in mentoring kids and having an impact on 300 plus 7th graders in classrooms just like these. So we hope that you'll join us. We hope that you'll come alongside us in having an impact on the community, because we need you and we know that these kids need you. So we're so thankful for your willing heart, and we're so thankful for the opportunities that are being presented and given to us right now. Thank you for watching this, and we hope that you're going to join us this semester.